Hi guys, hello, welcome back to another video for the Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Yesterday we stopped playing at finishing just the Caretaker's mission and we just arrived in the Ocampan system. We've seen a couple of game mechanics that I like quite a lot. I like the ability to choose the option which we gonna send the best. For example, like we had Harry Kim and Tom Paris, and it will show you the outcome, the best possible outcome. You can choose what's good for the crew. And but there is also a bit of twist to them. Sometimes it can backfire, so that's one part of the I like it. And I wanna try and see if in this episode maybe we can try and change the course of the history. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we can save the Caretaker. Maybe we can destroy the entire Ocampan Homeworld. Maybe we can selfishly just order a caretaker. Sorry about that. To take us back to the Alpha Quadrant. So it's a lot of possibilities, and I hope we can explore some of them here in this demo. So let's get into it, guys. We can here, as you can see, you can continue your previous game. And you can have the profile 2 and 3 with the multiple playthroughs. And you can see here in the top menu that where you stop the game, Caretaker Sector 1, and a mission called Survival. So let's get into it, guys. And this is just a brief synopsis of the game plot, and of course of the Voyager as in general from the TV show. So there is our little Voyager orbiting a debris field. So I'm gonna get, I think this is uranium, yes. I'm gonna get, sometimes this is what I was talking about. So you can get up to 64 uranium, but the thing is, if it's not the best outcome, if it lands in the yellow, you can probably get less than this, and this is a sure bet. So always take this one. There we go. Alright. So let's head to the Ocampan system. Now I just want to see if from the previous video, if yeah, this is the thing. I don't know why, but it hasn't saved. It hasn't saved exactly. I was building here in the previous room, if you remember, guys. I was building the crew quarters, but apparently it did not save, and I hope this is something they can fix. Or maybe I missed something like a manual saving option. Maybe you guys can let me know down in the comment section down below. So let's this one is shield generator. Okay, let's see what is this here. Plotting the course. Oh, here it is. Built. Alright. It's ready. So we got 10 crew quarter available, which means we have another 40 that needs the crew quarters. So let's destroy this one. And let's get back to the sector space. So here's our little Voyager here. It arrived in this sector of space. Captain Janeway. Alright, so what do we need to do? Let's see, investigate the marked planet in the neighboring system. So let's set a course, but before that I would wanna just see if we can collect some resources along the way. It could help us. Deuterium, we were down to 345. So yeah, why not? Let's gather some resources along the way. We got dismantle the ruined broom. Okay, let's build more quarters. And emergency quarters. Yeah. System. Sensors detected dense cloud of interstellar gas with an unusually high concentration of deuterium. This possibly could lead to catastrophe. And this one, deploy collector probes for a safer though less efficient collection. Yeah, I don't want to risk the crew just yet. So let's try doing this. Alright. Got the 436 deuterium. Let's do this one. Scan deuterium. Maybe first let's see what we can get here. The uranium. Yeah, why not? Let's collect as much as possible. All right. So we got another crew quarters built. That's good. Let's get some uranium. Alright, so let's first get to the ship. So this crew quarters is finished. But shouldn't the crew quarters be built here? I'm not sure if I follow or missed something. I guess I'll just try to... We don't have any available team. Let's see if we can add one more work team. Let's dismantle this one. I guess let's just wait for this one. Alright, let's get to the Ocampan Homeworld. Ensign Harry Kim. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. So yeah, this is where we stopped yesterday in the previous video, guys. So let's continue. Here comes the Voyager entering the... I think to what appears the atmosphere of the Ocampan Homeworld. Let's see what we have here. A new lead. Following the Caretaker's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Tom Paris and Captain Chakotay perhaps being held in this place? Yeah, probably. What makes this place so special? Stellar cartography, let's see. Let's do a general scan of the planet. Let's see what we can learn about it. Okay, let's see the energy impulses. Alright, let's prepare an away team and let's visit the Ocampans. Oh, here comes the Neelix. I don't know, I forgot the name of his little ship. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. Oh, look at the helix. Looks funny. A peculiar alien with the mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock. Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as though you have heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times, maybe 50 times. But the Caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The Caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. But Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide. But of course, a guide needs a little, compensation? Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void balls have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. I just hope they maybe get at least some generated AI voiceover or something. It would be a shame just having to voice over ourselves in our head. Alright, rebuild Voyager and explore the system or skip cycles until Neelix is ready to talk. Oh, great. Now we have to wait for Neelix to talk. So what can we get? Battery compartment. The crew, let's see. Quarterless are 30 of them. I think I'm gonna build one more. Skip time. Hold on. Oh, it's a bit tricky navigating. There we go. Alright. We're ready to build room for our cruise. Emergency quarters. Oh, here we got an incoming hail. The Caretaker. What a delicious meal! A culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold mouth-watering taste. Ah, Mr. Neelix, always in his culinary element. Just hope he doesn't burn the kitchen again. Mr. Neelix, I'm pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah yes, your missing crew, right. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot you'll find a Kazon-Ogla encampment. Kazon what? One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult. But with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I thought you said Ocampa had our people. Well, Ocampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Maj Jabin, the Ogla leader, might have nowhere to look. He's a nice guy. A bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Let's before we trust our pal Mr. Neelix straight away, let's just ask for a bit more information about them. Mr. Neelix, anything else we should know about this Kazon-Ogla? Water's precious commodity around these parts. The Ogla, they mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Alright, let's send an away team. Very well, prepare an away team, and you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Alright, let's go fly back to the Ocampa. deuterium. Let's see if we can upgrade the stellar cartography. Main engineering. Air shuttle bay. Ah, there we go. Stellar cartography. We still do not have it unlocked. Alright, let's continue where we left off. Now we have to fly back to the Ocampa. We already are here. Let's try maybe scanning this planet here. It's full of deuterium. I wouldn't hurt to stock up while we can, so I might as well set the course. Let's just collect this one. Start. There we have it. We lost some, but that's okay. We have a full reserve now. And let's fly back. So we got the emergency quarters. And let's maybe build one more. It's gonna need 3 cargo bays, and then I'll build cargo bay right there. That's right. I guess for now, let's build here the crew quarters. Now let's fly here to the Ocampa. Captain, reach our destination's orders. Send an away team, Mr. Harry Kim. Neelix, Talaxian survivalist innovator. I guess Belana. And who will be the survivalist? The Vulcan. I don't remember who exactly went onto the away mission. I think it was Tom Paris, maybe. Let's send Mr. Harry Kim. He needs his experience points to level up and be promoted to finally Lieutenant Junior grade or something. Let's start. The weighty materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. There is hot and dry, and sandy wind whips into their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do you get our bearings in the Dust Bowl? Oh no. This is gonna be a disaster straight off the bat. Let's see if we will already lose somebody. Ooh, failure. The waiting finds it difficult to make a progress. Yes, slow down, and even terrain often cause and stumble. Eventually they reach a ledge, exhausted and disoriented. In the distance they spot Kazon-Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. What can we do, science? If we just select Belana, there's probably a Neelix, Belana. Alright, let's go with this one. We'll see what happens. Again? Oh no, we got our team bruised up and sets off in direction of Kaiser. Sometimes certain approaches in a way mission bear additional risks. Dangerous approaches are marked by failing such a challenge can result in injuries or even fatalities. Guess we have to be careful next time. Alright, Neelix, do your magic. Come on, we need you, Neelix. So we got the Neelix to approach, then recognize him. The morale is alright so far. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon but more like a human with pointy ears peers around the corner. That's interesting. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? Let's see. Ensign Harry came. Alright. Let's offer them water. So we got the success. He was fascinated by the technology, and then he explained to our team once he gotten his precious water. Oh, look, we got some duranium as well. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Alright. I guess we can only choose as Neelix's way. So, we got them angry at us. And oh, looks, this Jabin guy is not that bad. Alright. Alright, we got Cass recruited. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how a trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to underground city is controlled by the Caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the Caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it had the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Cass, can you help us once we located the breach? Of course, it's the least thing I can do. Alright. Let's first maybe... I think I found it easy. The best is always to ask the optional, so maybe it will influence our future missions like much better of understanding what's to come. Alright, let's see what she knows about the Caretaker. So, any idea why he does it or where he came from? No, we do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. I guess it's alright to ask them. Alright guys, so what do we do now? So what we need to do is repair and activate the science lab and to research the transporter signal amplifier and repair and activate the sickbay. So there's quite a few things to do here. So let's see the science laboratory first. Science laboratory first. Alright, let's try to repair that one. And where's the sickbay? I guess how many cycles here left? Skip a cycle. So we got the science lab working. And let's repair the sickbay. So research the transport signal amplifier. Alright. Well, that's doing. So we got the science lab now operational, and we're able to do the projects there. So while that has been doing, let's select our course. We already stripped the resources. What a... Set a course to get the deuterium. Alright. So we got the tech tree access as well. So the tech tree to research new upgrades. This way you can upgrade rooms or unlock passive bonuses to improve efficiency. Certain technologies first require an upgrade of the tier of a technology category. Unlocking a new tech costs research points. Research points are produced by active science labs but can also be gained as rewards. Alright. We need to repair the workshop. Alright. We got the sickbay as well finished, so we can now heal them. Computer, initiate emergency medical hologram program. Ah, the doctor. Arrogant. Talkback. I remember the first time they activated him. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now and this patient cast. There's no need for concern. I am capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken ulna, a few minor bruises and grazes. Nothing I can handle. You are in the most capable hands. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best? Captain, I'm programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to. And a sickbay to reorganize. Okay. Let's bridge the last... Let's build the last crew to house them. Alright. So we have a tech tier here. So the tier 1 doesn't offer anything. Superluminal travel in the final frontier. I'm guessing if we continue developing we can come to quantum slipstream drive. Shuttle bay. Construct shuttles that could be used in points of interest and missions. Provide 2 shuttle slots. You got the impulse engine, sublight travel inside the solar system, Enhanced maneuver instructors 1. Workshop. Tier 2. So what we need to begin research is 60 science points. And what is this? I'm guessing some kind of engineering ore, I'm not sure. And it takes 4 cycles to finish it. Alright. Been researched. What is this? Ah, the lithium. Alright. We'll need to find some dilithium. So where's the workshop? Science lab. Ah, there's the workshop. While we do that, let's continue gathering. Oh, so we got the workshop active, so it reduces crafting times by 25%. Alright, let's start the signal amplifier production. Now, we need to get some uranium again, and we only got available 31 energy. Got deuterium still good amount, science points. So what we can do, the science lab, science points, get the science lab. $22. This is science. 22, 35, 18, 41. Let's assign it to Harry Kim. Let's see how that goes. The doctor, obviously. Look at him. Can we assign Belana already? Neelix. Alright, Mr. Neelix, you go where you belong. So we got people where they need to go. Alright. You got the emergency crew quote. So, everybody's now housed. There's no more quarterless people. Now, what is this? This is deuterium. I guess that this one suffices for now. The tech tree. Begin the research. Enhanced maneuvering thrusters. Hyper spanner and shuttle bay level 2. Let's first done enhanced maneuvering thrusters. I think we might need that in the battle against the Kazon. Well, what is that gonna do? Nothing. It's just a thruster. Sorry about it, guys. I was talking to myself. What did you just say? Alright, workshop, 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 workshop. I guess we can just skip 2 cycles. The signal amplifier has been completed and is ready for use, Captain. It would be wise to make haste back to Ocampa. Alright, let's make haste back to Ocampa. Alright, send the away team. Mr. Tuvok. And we need some engineering. Mr. Harry Kim. Yeah, there we go. Start the mission. So, Captain, the Kazon seem to be more cautious this time, but they're still ready to attack. What are our orders? Show of force, raise your weapons, but for that we need 55, and Tuvok has only 55. Attempt to negotiate safe passage using your previous diplomatic success. That's not gonna do us good. Use a transporter module to make a harmless object appear, causing a distraction. Alright, let's do that, Mr. Harry Kim. Let's distract them with some magic. The away team uses a transporter module to beam a small plant into the Kazon camp. The sudden appearance of the strange green object causes confusion and alarm, allowing the away team to slip past them and enter the tunnel unnoticed. Alright, so our team is in the tunnels. Use the amplifier to locate the breach the barrier. I think should be critical success. So we're inside the Ocampa city now, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Tom and Chakotay? Maybe we should let the Kes lead, because we don't have enough people to do the systematic search and probably not enough time. So right, let's see if we succeeded. Kes approaches a group of Ocampa, respectfully asking for assistance in locating the missing Tom and Chakotay. The Ocampa, touched by her concern, eagerly provide direction to a medical facility. The away team eventually finds the crew members. Awake but disoriented, surrounded by strange medical equipment, Chakotay instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. A message for Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of reunion. The Caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. I think Mr. Tuvok is the best bet. Alright, Mr. Tuvok, fire away. The away team clears a path through the collapsing tunnels, using their phaser to blast away debris and create a safe passage. They dodge falling rocks and collapsing ceiling, ensuring everyone escapes safely. Soon they reach the exit, the security barrier, the only thing standing between them and their escape. So, the tremors are interfering with the amplifier signal. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. What will happen if I choose Mr. Harry Kim? Stabilize the transporter signal amplifier by adjusting its frequency and modulation. Analyze the tremors interference pattern, recalibrate the transport signal. What about this one? Ah, critical success. So the team analyzes the tremor's interference pattern and quickly recalibrates the transport signal amplifiers to compensate. Alright. There we go, guys. We've successfully rescued our team. Probably recruited Chakotay. And back on Voyager, Tom Paris breathes a sigh of relief while Chakotay eyes his Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Maquis commander struggles to understand the sudden alliance. Captain Chakotay, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway. And Mr. Paris, it's good to have my pilot back. What? No champagne? Not even the replicated. Long story, Chakotay. Short version, we're stuck with Federation psychopaths in the Delta Quadrant. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet could help us. What can you tell us about Ocampa? Naive, friendly, they didn't get out much. And that's good because they wouldn't survive. Wow. So we got the classic story, the Caretaker, the Nascene, I think they're called the Nascene, responsible for destroying the Ocampan Homeworld. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Tuok. Ask if they learned anything about the Caretaker. Did you learn anything about the Caretaker? They say he's been acting out of ordinary lately, abducting people. So, the Caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in scabs. The Ocampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. We weren't sick before. They also mentioned others with the same diseases. But they didn't last. They died? I want you both in sickbay now. Alright. I guess the doctor has another pair of hands to deal with. Me 5 years worth of energy, then destroys the access tunnels. My conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as a caretaker. The doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis. The Caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Ocampa for as long as possible, however they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, someone who holds the key to their survival. Compatibility with the Caretaker's DNA, this explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. I believe that the Caretaker is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? We have to return to the array before it's too late. Captain, given the Caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. Alright, I guess... Alright, let's see what we need to fix. Torpedo launch bay. Phaser control room. Shield generator. Alright, let's first do the shield generator repair. And then we can have the phaser. Now, I think it would be wise to gather some resources like uranium. Just what we need. So the shield is fixed and the phasers are fixed. And we got enhanced maneuvering thrusters finished. Alright. Alright. We got some uranium. Let's see this one. Alright, let's see. Alright, that's it. How many cycles? 3 cycles. Let's see if we can get anywhere. Just do it from the distance, guys. We're in no shape now to fight or to get pulled into some kind of unknown anomaly. Scan deuterium. Set a course. We don't need deuterium anymore. Alright. Head back to the... Alright. Ooh, here comes the Kazons. Alright. Kazon's always suspicious. What did they say? Not even the Borg want to assimilate the Kazon. Alright, battle stations. So, we have our first combat situation here, guys. This is gonna be interesting. So, each combat encounter you may choose up to 3 heroes to utilize their specific strengths and abilities. Click on the symbols to select new heroes. Alright. So, obviously, I'm gonna need Mr. Tuvok. If you look 32, 46, 58, still technically the Voyager and the what's it called? Vol'jin, I think? They outnumber. Oh look, we can use the cloaking. Mr. Tom Paris and let's use Commander Chakotay. Let's start the combat. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. So it says that Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. So the phasers will be fired automatically, while we have to fire torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu. So this is one. And deciding how to approach the enemy. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. So, looks like... What are your orders, Captain? Defeat Jabin and his fleet. Alright. So let's see, you can give orders by E. Offensive actions. Initiate repairs. Defensive actions, alright. Warp core, engines, shield. Let's first punch through the shields. So in battle, selecting them, then pressing these. A blue countdown indicates that the ability is activated, while a white countdown shows the cooldown until the ability is ready for use again. So where do I fire torpedoes? Oh, okay, gotcha. So where's Voyager? So as I said, the torpedoes have to be fired manually. They're very powerful weapons and they can cause the damage to systems and hull. However, their effect is negligible against shields, so make sure you fire from the right angle. This reminds me a bit similar to Star Trek Online option. So we got the front phaser, front shields and rear shield damage on the Kazon. Alright, well, guess we won. Although I didn't know what we're doing too much. Oh, we destroyed their cruiser. Oh no, he's calling for reinforcements. I guess we have to hail the array. We must go. Send us home. Alright. Maybe this is it. Maybe Voyager got to home before everything. Alright, this is it. What is right and what is easy. So, the Caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Ocampa defenseless. Or sacrifice Voyagers to return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. Captain, the Kazon are closing in. Shall we try to access the primary control system to send a... well, we all know, guys, what happens if we destroy the array. So I guess I'm gonna try to access the primary control systems to return home. Protecting the Ocampa would violate the Prime Directive. My responsibility is to this crew. Access the control system or going home. You're abandoning the Ocampa? To hell with the Prime Directive, they deserve a chance to live. Follow through, access the primary control system to return. It's my ship, Commander Tuvok, now. Oh no! Yeah, this is a bit lame. I was kinda hoping they will be able to go home early. This is a bit disappointment. I don't know, maybe if just because if it's a demo doesn't mean they won't be able to implement it later. But I kinda hope they will be able to give us choice to go home early if we don't want to be stranded in the Delta Quadrant. We'll find another way home, I promise. An ultimate review. I missed that behavior review. Should not be your concern at the moment, Mr. Parrot. Thanks, Stu. I hadn't thought about that. Jabin is hailing us, Captain. You made an enemy today. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. Alright, Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat, dialogues, spatial phenomena are the main. If the hull integrity reaches 0, Voyager will be destroyed and the game is over. Hull doesn't regenerate by itself. To repair the hull, assign a work team in the engineering office. Alright, so there we are. Supposed to fly here. Alright. Let's dispatch the team. Whatever. Excellent. Numerous bodies were discovered in varying stages of decomposition. Each was discovered with a fibrous membrane-like substance, creating a disturbing scene. Scan the remains for the residual energy anomalies. The site appears to be... Leave the remains untouched and observe. Yeah, I guess this is the best. I guess this is the best we could hope for. Or at least we got the maximum morale for now. Oh no, the crew didn't like my decision. But we do need deuterium. The laser critical. The ship won't last long without a refuel. Come on. At least we got deuterium here. Alright. Set course. So, Captain has promoted Chakore to the first officer as expected. So, Nilix, guess you wanted to see me? Do you need anything else before you leave? Supplies, water, medicine, Balam. Would like to go with you. Before you say anything, Captain, we both very much want to be a part of your journey. I can offer you so much in this sector, Captain. Need a guide, supplies, contacts, and a cook? Oh, you haven't lived until you tasted my busk. You can be a morale officer, keep the smiles bright on this long... Oh no, we have more crew now. I love how they troll Harry about the promotion. Alright, so this is it, guys. So this is the end of the demo. I'm not sure how to feel about this game. I mean, I do kind of like the turn-based style gameplay. I'm kind of sour about not having the real voiceover from the real actors. That's a bit major blow for me personally. And also, I was expecting at least to be able to send the Voyager home early with the Caretaker's array, and I hope something that this will be maybe added into the full release. I don't know, we'll see about it. Um, if you guys like this video, please can you just like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means a lot to me. I will make a full gameplay once this game is released. I will be covering it, and I would also definitely recommend you guys to wishlist this game, to try it for yourself, see what you like about it, and please let me know down in the comment section down below. I wanna hear your thoughts. I like the resource management system as well. It doesn't seem too complicated, it's just simple enough to keep track of what you've been using, which systems are on, how much energy you're using, how much deuterium you have left, and all that kind of thing. Like a crew morale as well is a nice addition. So for now, guys, that's it. I'll see you guys in next full video once this game is released. And until then, guys, live long and prosper.